Coming up, learn how to de-stress and gain flexibility.
Plus, find out which athletes are coming to Weber next year.
And Pell Grants. Are they staying or going?
Weber State News starts now.
Welcome to Weber State News. I'm Derek Skoughton.
And I'm Kiersten Voorhees. The Senate approved a bill on Thursday that will ban teens from using cell phones while driving. That includes texting and talking. The bill is being pushed because studies show that teenagers' brains are still developing and are unable to handle the distraction of a cell phone. If the bill is passed by the House, then teenagers would be fined $50 for using a cell phone while operating a motor vehicle.
Pell Grants. How many Weber State students will qualify in the future? How is President Obama's new budget plan going to affect federal funding for students? So far this year, 25% of Weber State students use Pell Grants. Jed Spencer, Director of Financial Aid and Scholarships, says it's too early to tell the outcome of the cuts and how they will affect students.
The overall financial aid budget cut is going to affect Weber State students mostly by how much interest they pay on their loans. I believe the Obama budget plan has an increase for the Pell Grants. However, the House is trying to reduce the Pell Grant. The Pell Grant is a need-based award that the students qualify for.
It's up to the House now on how much the Pell Grant will be affected. The news is mixed. Students may see a decrease in overall federal funding, but may also qualify for a summer semester financial aid. For more information, go to weber.edu and click on Financial Aid.
Shuttles to and from the D Event Center may be running an extra hour to accommodate students with night classes. More information is being collected by the Student Senate about the possibility of extending the shuttle's runtime from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. With all the classes students take, life can get pretty crazy and stressful. This weekend, there's going to be an opportunity to de-stress and get life under control. The Yogathon is that de-stressor. It happens on Saturday, February 18th. There will be many classes, even yoga for athletes.
Yoga is all about finding awareness of the present moment. So it creates or facilitates an opportunity to find healing in your mind and body.
I feel that yoga is important for me because my life is crazy busy with going to school full-time and work full-time, that coming to yoga just kind of helps me leave everything, all of my daily stresses away, and come into yoga and just kind of relax and focus on myself and focus on my emotions and my breathing.
The Yogathon is on February 18th and runs from 9 to 2 in the Student Union ballrooms. For more information, go to weber.edu/fitness.
You know, it's been pretty nice weather the last few days, and it was nice enough I was even able to take my coat off and relax and roll the windows down in my car. But then what happened?
It got freezing, and Mark has more for us and is going to update us on weather.
That's right, we had a lot of snow on Saturday, and we thought maybe yesterday was going to turn things around, but as you can see in our forecast back here, that off to the west here, there's something brewing. So let's take a look at our map. Right here, on the edge of Nevada, is a storm front that's coming through. So you've got low pressure and we've got high pressure, which is going to mean we've got winds from the south. It's going to be kind of breezy today. Not good. So let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Today is going to be nice. It's going to be 49, but tomorrow we're going to have rain mixed with snow. And that's going to carry on to Sunday, maybe even Monday. And after that, it still looks like we're going to be in a storm cycle, and we might have some snow again on Thursday. So it's kind of looking bleak for your weekend. So if you need to travel, don't. Stay home, eat some popcorn, be good. So back to you guys.
Very cool. Thanks, Mark. Basketball is hot at Weber State. The men had been playing great. John Capel has the story.
The Weber State Wildcats men's basketball team added another win Wednesday night at the D. They pounded Portland State 80-58, which earned the Cats a third-place berth in the conference. Kyle Bollinger, a junior from Wyoming, matched his previous best at 22 points. National three-point leader Scott Bamford dropped 19 points for 7 out of 10 from the field. The Wildcats didn't warm up until halfway into the first period. Coach Ray was concerned.
I was a little bit afraid of that. We've been We've been emotionally involved in the last 5 games really heavily, and I thought we had just not a lot, but just a little bit of a drop off. And but I thought these kids really picked it up and got their energy going the last 10 minutes of the first half.
Bollinger talks about defense, a key element in Wildcat strategy.
You know, we got back into our zone, and that forced us to talk and to move around a little bit more and communicate, and that, you know, that kind of gets you going a little more, gets your brain firing, and gets you moving around as a player.
The Wildcats pulled ahead in the second half and maintained a comfortable lead. Coach Ray isn't thinking about the next game. All he's looking for is the next good practice. It's the key to winning games.
But I'm telling you, this group right now, I can't remember the last one we've had where I haven't walked off feeling good about what they did on the practice floor.
And what determines a good practice?
But it's effort and it's concentration, and you can tell when kids are really into wanting to get better.
The Wildcats have won their last 6 games. Coach Ray has discovered the reason for the excellent performance of this winning Wildcat team.
We got a bunch of guys that like to compete.
Here's hoping for another big Wildcat win. I'm John Capel, Weber State Sport.
If all goes well, Weber State will host at least one tournament game here at the D Event Center.
Weber State junior Kyle Bollinger has been selected as the Big Sky Conference Men's Basketball Player of the Week. Bollinger, a 6'6" forward from Mountain View, Wyoming, averaged 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists per game as Weber State ran its winning streak to 6 victories. Bollinger shot 55% from the floor, 50% from the three-point range, and didn't miss a free throw.
Okay, I know that football is officially over, but that doesn't mean that there is nothing to talk about. The Weber State football team has a lot to look forward to for the next season. Our football insider, Marvin Walker, gives us a look at the new signees.
The 2011 signing class for WSU should be one to remember. The Wildcats signed 18 players total, and Coach Ron McBride and his staff are very pleased with each and every one of them. The Wildcats scored big on 3 standout recruits as well, starting off with the only QB of the class, Ben Mraz. That was one of 15 quarterbacks being looked at.
Watching him play and having to make plays on his own, extend plays and do things like that kind of really increased his stock with us. So that would probably be the one thing that as you evaluate him, I mean, that's the one thing that stands out. You know, I think physically the thing that he does really well, he has a great release, and he's very solid with his arm strength. He can make all the throws, he can throw the deep ball, he can throw the out, and do all those type of things.
Another physical athlete was the swift D lineman from Oklahoma, Connor Myers.
Can do a lot of damage. I think he's going to be a plus for us coming in this fall. Strength-wise, brings a lot to the table. You know, I think just the whole fit itself, he's going to do a lot of good things for us here at Weber.
And last but not least was the terrific and elusive running back with the ridiculous stats, BC, Mr. Barrington Collins.
He's a guy that had almost 2,500 yards rushing and 42 touchdowns this last season for his high school, who ended up being #1 ranked in the state of California for pretty much all the season. Got to the state championship game, didn't win, unfortunately, but had a chance to go out and see him play in person in the section championship game out there, and he had 300 yards and 5 touchdowns that game. He was a big-time get for us, and I think that he can be able to do some things for us that we haven't had at that position in a few years, and we'll be able to hopefully get a little pipeline going down to his area, being from one of the most successful high schools in the state of California.
All the football signees will be reporting to Ogden by the end of June. Thanks for watching Weber State News. Don't forget to catch all of our newscasts, sportscasts, and Studio 76 on our website, www.weberstatenews.org. We'll see you next time. Until then, I'm Derek Skoughton.
And I'm Kiersten Voorhees. Have a great week.